I want you to have boundaries even with your trauma recovery. Now, I don't mean in the typical way, like with toxic people or users and abusers, of course, but that's for another conversation. I want you to even have boundaries about how much time and space you're thinking about your trauma. To heal and grow, we have to move beyond it. There's this dance that we do when we're recovering from whatever childhood trauma or adult trauma we have, where we have to look back at it. Consider it. What am I going to pull from these experiences? What work do I need to do to calm my nervous system? What do I need to understand about my family dynamics so that I don't recreate it, so that generational trauma stops with me? There's a very healthy and sort of beautiful, even when it's hard, time, place, and space to look at your trauma. Now, on the other side of that coin, and I think a lot of mental health therapists, I think a lot of people that are talking about this stuff online give a false impression as if you're supposed to be obsessed with your trauma or your trauma recovery until you're healed. It's not really how it works. So I even want you to have boundaries. And a simple way to think about a boundary is I'm willing to do this. I'm not willing to do this. So I'm willing to really look in all the dark corners, but I'm not willing to obsess on the history of what happened to me. I'm willing to look back towards greater understanding of what shaped me as I move forward. I'm unwilling to get lost processing my history. If we're supporting someone who is a trauma survivor, it's like, I'm willing to support their recovery. I'm not willing to be sort of a verbal punching bag for their trauma recovery process. We heal this world when we do the work that we each need to do individually. So think about, what are you willing to do? What are you not willing to do? Where are you with your trauma history? Are you obsessing? Do you feel like you're living? To get out of survival mode, we have to get out of survival mode. What's good today? How far have I come? Instead of how far do I still need to go? How do you support yourself in being your own cheerleader towards living a more beautiful life that can respect everything you've been through? All your hard-earned wisdom, all your trials and tribulations. My channel is for seekers who are bound and determined to break generational trauma and to live a damn fine life. If your childhood was really hard like mine was, I think we deserve that, and we're the only people that can give that to ourselves. If you want to learn boundaries and completely re-engineer every idea you ever had about boundaries and never again foil or fumble and not know, is it my responsibility? Is it the other person's? Who's supposed to do this boundary stuff? If you want solid boundaries and a fantastic relationship with taking care of yourself, come to emotionalbadass.com and consider joining my Boundaries Intensive this October. I teach for 6 weeks. It will change your life and give you more peace, more inner security, more self-respect for all of us who are recovering people pleasers, who are trauma survivors,